Hi, this is Nathan from Restaurant Revolution. I wanted to give you a brief tutorial on tracking your website's traffic. How are visitors finding your website? How many visitors are you really getting? And how can you be proactive with follow-up once you know where your traffic is coming from? Now, if you already have a restaurant website, I truly congratulate you. That's wonderful. But do you know where your traffic is coming from? How are people finding your website is the basic question here. If you don't have a website already, but you get one soon, you want to know where your traffic is coming from, because if you start to promote it, if you want to exchange links, or if you want to find out who's reviewing your restaurant and referring to your website, it would be good to know, wouldn't it? Because then you could follow up with them. You could tell them thank you, or you could respond to a review if it's a negative review. There's a lot of different things you can have as far as power when you know where your traffic is coming from for your website. And there is a software that I recommend that I'll show you in a moment, but basically there is a free option as well. If you're paying for hosting on a web server, there is probably software available to you that you're not using, and you'll just have to ask your host or your webmaster if you have someone else, a third party, doing things for you. Ask, what kind of traffic am I getting? How are people finding the website? If they're able to answer those questions, that's great. But there's another software that I'm going to show you that is a little bit more powerful because it does things in real time. And that's the benefit, because you'll know immediately if someone is clicking on your website rather than having to wait 24 hours or even longer like the free options typically do. The software I'm talking about is Mint. It's produced by a gentleman named Sean Inman, and it's in version 2 now. It does cost $30 per license, and you can get it by going to haveamint.com, and you can install this on your server. It is a fairly easy installation, but if you're not very technically inclined, I do just recommend you have your webmaster or whoever manages the website to do it for you. Like I said, it's not a big deal, but it does take just a little bit of technical knowledge. If they have any questions or need help, there is a live forum on the website, and they do answer questions. But I'm going to actually take you to a live demo on his design website called designalog.com. And so you can see here on the home page, I clicked on Learn More in the bottom left, and then Live Demo, and then the live demo link again in the same spot. And that brings you to this website. And this is basically the back-end view of Mint. And it only shows 4 panels right now. These panels are called Pepper. And that's just a name that he happened to have for it. They're basically just different windows. The good part is if you buy the software, people have programmed their own little windows to get different types of specific information. And so if you get the software, you can say, oh, I want to know this. And you can go look and see if someone has coded a little Pepper program for it. And again, just have the webmaster, you can do it yourself, install it on the server, and you'll get even more information than I'm going to show you right now. The first window here is called Visits, and it's just an overview of basic website traffic. When it says unique, that is unique IPs, or it's unique computers that are accessing the website. For instance, today there is 50 unique visitors to the website. You can see in the past year, in the past month, how many visitors, and these are by day in the past week. Here you have your times, so you can know what time people are looking at your website. If you click on these other tabs for visits, you'll see bar graphs. They'll give you a little bit more information. I don't use this as much as just I want to know how many are looking at the website. I think it's interesting to find out what time they're looking at it. But let's move over to the refers. This is the thing I was really talking about at the beginning. How are people finding your website? If they're clicking from another website, this is going to show you. So you have your link here, and then you have what page the link drove the individual to. And you can see when that happened. Your most recent is okay, this is your newest unique referrer. So if you have another website that everyone is clicking from, there's only going to be one listing here. But if you click on most recent, for that same website, it's going to show each individual person here. So I like this a little bit better just because it's going to be your live traffic. You can see 59 minutes ago, I clicked on this website. So you'll know where your traffic is coming from. Obviously, that's where I was getting at. If you're finding a review website, link is shown here. You'll be able to click on that review website. It'll take you to the exact page where other people are coming from, so you'll see what they're looking at. And here's your pages. This is your page. What page are people looking at the most on the website? This is the home page for this website. 3,000 visitors versus these sub-pages that might be if you have your restaurant website, you might have contact us page. You might have a menu page with your menu listed. You want to know how many people are actually looking at those pages, don't you? Well, this will tell you exactly how many times those pages are being looked at. And what it might actually help you do is if you have navigation problems, you'll be able to see changes in this. If people aren't able to find certain pages, but then you change the website's design so that it's a little bit easier to navigate, you'll see, oh, my menu page is being looked at more frequently now. That's a good thing, and that you'll be able to notice by your statistics whether or not you need to boost traffic to those pages. Another interesting thing down here, and this again just the default installation of the program, is searches. This is what people are searching for to find this website in Google. That's amazing because you'll know exactly what people are typing into a search engine to find your website. And it'll show you some really random things sometimes. Again, it's kind of like the refers. You'll find that people are typing in the weirdest things and finding your website because of it. It is interesting. It may not be entirely useful, but what it can do is help you something called keywords. If you have specific phrases and words on your website, Google will remember those. And if people type them into the search engine, they'll be able to find your website because of those keywords and phrases. That's a good thing if you have specific signature items you want to promote, if you have just the name of your restaurant happens to be a competitive phrase with other websites. There's a lot of things you can do there, but it's just good to know what people are typing in to find the website. Where are they coming from? What pages are they looking at? And how many are actually coming to the website? And here's just a for instance. This is a very popular review website. And this is a restaurant 10 degrees south. I think it's in Atlanta, Georgia. And here's their restaurant website link. How many times do you think this link is clicked? How many times do you think this restaurant knows that it's clicked? That's the point I'm trying to get at, because if it's a positive review, that's wonderful. They can contact the person. If it's a blog, they can go easily contact the person and comment. Or if it's another review website, they can respond to any comments made. If it's a forum, it's just good to know where your traffic is coming from so that if you have a website, or if you're going to be creating a website, you can continue promoting in the most effective ways while not wasting time on things that turn out to not be effective. If you have any questions about this, or if you have any recommendations, go ahead and go to restaurantrevolution.com and you can contact me on the blog. And I do recommend, again, Mint at haveamint.com. It's what I use personally. Have a great day.